Welcome, Taurians, to your July 2023 ethics forecast done by Actionable Ethics. This is not a natal chart reading, but this is more of a Natal chart. And what I mean by that is the fact that I'm using Taurians as shorthand, kind of as zodiac, because I do believe that there are 12 basic personality types in existence, as attested by Chinese astrology, Western astrology, the 12 apostles, 12 people in a jury, that type of thing. So whether we have our destiny, our fate in the stars, or whether that's in ourselves, I kind of lean more toward its personality types, and that regardless of how you're kind of arriving at that this is something that is rooted in who you are and your behavioral patterns, your habits, and that's why Heraclitus, the famous philosopher, said that character is destiny. Right? Character is destiny. So if you want to know your destiny, if you want to know your future, you have to kind of know your character. And that's why, Shakespeare is an example in Hamlet. He says, the fault, dear Brutus, is not in the stars, it is in ourselves. Right. So to know yourself, as the Oracle of Delphi famously said, know thyself, is to know, what you're likely to be doing in the future. People generally tend to operate in 7-year cycles, where they'll repeat like kind of the same things. And if you know your character, if you know your personality type, then you have a good idea of where you may be headed. And so I'm using Taurians as shorthand. You guys are famed for, of course, having a stubborn streak. And you guys are very similar in many ways to the ISF personality types in the Myers-Briggs personality system. ISF stands for introverted, sensing, feeling. In that system, they break it further down into ISFJ or ISFP, introverted, sensing, feeling, judging, or introverted, sensing, feeling, perceiving. And like the introverted ISFJ and ISFP types, Taurians can get it can be a little hard to know at times, but they're devoted to their closest relationships. In addition, Taurians know that slow and steady wins the race. You can see that in their sense of commitment and perseverance. In the DISC personality taxonomy, you guys fall under the conscientiousness umbrella. DISC stands for dominance, influence, steadiness, or conscientiousness. And so you have those three personality kind of taxonomies. You have the zodiac, which is one. You have the Myers-Briggs personality taxonomy, and then you have the DISC personality taxonomy, which is like also 12 personality types. One of the things also that I throw in is Socrates. Socrates, is the kind of first ethicist in history that we know of, said that, the society is basically made up of three personality types. One is the senses-based personality types. These are the people addicted to their senses, sensory stimulation, and that can incline, unfortunately, to stuff like gluttony, drug addiction, kind of stuff like that, and sex addiction. And then there's the honor-based people, which are the center. And then, those are like your cops, your soldiers, your politicians, people who crave honor and respectability. And then at the top of society, he has the taxonomy of, truth-based people. And that would be like philosophers, scientists. And in fact, my symbol, if you notice over there, it's the actionable ethics symbol, and it's made of an A and an E. But if you notice, there's three kind of layers to it. There's the senses-based, honors-based, and truth-based people. Unfortunately, Taurians they tend to be sense-based. That doesn't mean that that's something that you can't fight against, or moderate, temper with things. But it is something to look out for, that you don't overeat, that you don't, get addicted to sensory stimulation, drugs, sex, rock and roll. But anyway, let's move on to your ethics reading. And I'm going to use my ethics cards, right? These are not tarot cards. These are just ethics cards that I do believe in intuition, and I do believe the universe kind of can send us messages. And what are the messages for Taurians? On each of these cards, there's a different ethics quote, and we will see what the messages that the universe are sending you. And we're going to choose 3 cards at random, and we will see what they say. The first card says, let's see, rashness belongs to youth, prudence to old age. And this is the philosopher Cicero. Rashness belongs to youth, prudence to old age. The next message to you from the universe: a man without ethics is a wild beast loosed upon the world. And that's the French writer Albert Camus. All right. And the third one is, it is impossible to break the law. We can only break ourselves against the law. And so that's Cecil B. DeMille. Cecil B. DeMille, he did the Ten Commandments back in the 1930s. And so I love that quote, Ten Commandments. It is impossible to break the law. We can only break ourselves against the law. And so these three messages may be, like right now, if you abide by the astrology and stuff like that, right now, as of the third or something, there's like a career activity and real estate activity that's going to be affecting your particular personality type. But I like that rashness belongs to youth, prudence to old age. So the universe seems to be telling you to not be rash. Don't make any rash decisions. You also may be going into kind of, like a new job or a new career. You guys, by the way, are good at accounting. You might be good financial analysts, project managers. You guys are good at, of course, real estate, which is funny because that's, kind of seen in your chart this month. You guys are patient and detail oriented, so you tend to be, good at jobs, careers that involve like careful attention. You might be good at being an architect, a laboratory technician. You guys are good at technical writing. And so anyway, so that seems to be, like one of the things that the universe is kind of like pointing out to you this month. And if you want, you guys can, support me if you find any value in this. Otherwise, I'll have to do my merch. This doll didn't sell very well. This was the Daniel Natal in action figure, and this you could see Daniel watching TV or surfing the internet, or you could have the Daniel Natal Pez dispenser. That was good. Or this one didn't sell very well. This was the Daniel Natal urinal cake. But if you liked your natal chart and you would like to talk to me about anything else, you can hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, or you could get some additional ethics coaching if you have an issue that you might want to talk to. You can set up a Zoom call with me by pressing the button below. Pick what calendar date you want and what time, and we can hash over whatever thorny moral dilemma that you're facing. Also, check out my Ethics Fundamentals course. The links to all this are below, and I will catch you next time.
The world is suffering from a moral decline. We've been lurching from one crisis after another due to a lack of ethics in society. You can do your part now by considering ordering my Ethics Fundamentals courses for your children, or if you're a small business owner, using them as part of your onboarding process for new employees. Employees these days have horrible soft skills. Help them out by teaching them ethics. Businesses lose 7% in revenue due to employee theft. Train a more ethical workforce and save some of that money. According to the Ethics Center in Australia, a 10% increase in ethical behavior is associated with an increase of 2.7 to 6.6% in individual wages. Implementing ethical structures makes your company more investable as well. Make ethics a part of your business processes, or if you're a parent, part of your homeschooling curriculum. Go to www.actionableethics.com and press the button to order the course. Actionableethics.com. Order now.